KKK, ICE, they're all the same. MPD, KKK, ICE, they're all the same.
All right, come on in, folks. Welcome in, welcome in. ABC #1 tonight. Earlier too. Come on in, guys. It's Erupt. Chaos. Multiple states, ladies and gentlemen. We have it in Portland, California, and as of late, it looks like in Philadelphia. But right now, we're going to show you multiple feeds. This one particular is in Minneapolis still. Now, Trump has stated about 2 hours or so. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in all. Welcome in, moderators. Lori. Welcome in, Sandra. Good to see you, Sandra. And Barb, Kyrox, ABC, Person 2.0. Ardell, good to see you. About 3 hours ago, Trump and the Pentagon have announced they're going to send in. Ardell, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me give you a little love and a like. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. 2026, and it's not starting off right. So the Pentagon has issued President Trump, 1,500 troops to Minneapolis. He's had enough. You can see on my thumbnail, Trump has had enough. And he basically wants to take control of Minneapolis. I don't know why he doesn't go ahead and just implement the Resurrection Act. But nonetheless, he's sending 1,500 troops to Minneapolis. I don't know if he's issuing it this evening or tomorrow. But what's happening here, folks, is it's chaos. It's chaos.
Can I interest you in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy special? Well, I have debt, but I don't know.
I'm going to show multiple feeds here. I'm going to show Minneapolis first. This is live in Minneapolis. And it's erupting in Portland. Portland's getting out of control right now. Portland's getting out of control. California, there's bikers. Once again, viewer discretion advised. Bikers are now getting involved. Bikers in California. We're going to go to that feed in about a few minutes. And again, they're just torturing these ICE agents. They're just really torturing them and at times ambush them. Yes, Portland. So this is Minneapolis, but it's happening in Portland. My report's Philadelphia. Once again, we have a holiday tomorrow, Martin Luther King's birthday. So these folks, a lot of people don't work. They're going to use the holiday, this late night, probably go all around all night long. Welcome in, Brian. Brian, welcome in. Once again, thank you for your membership. Hey, Ozzy, how are you, Ozzy? Now, so a lot of these people are off. We talked about it on previous streams, night after night. Night after night, a lot of these protesters are being paid. No curfew, yeah. I mean, the reports I'm hearing is it's getting worse. And President Donald Trump has had enough, and he says enough. We're going to bring in Pentagon's 1,500 troops, at least to Minneapolis, probably to California as well. Now, if you're new, like and subscribe. I want to bring everybody up to date. So most recently, the last few nights, it's cold in Minnesota, and they are just continuing the chaos and pretty much torturing ICE agents. Welcome in, Janine. Just torturing them. And they try to go to restaurants and have lunch, and the owners are just giving them bad looks. The food has been cold, probably spitting on the food. This is not America. This is not America. Okay, this stream here looks like it ended. Oh, hold on. So this is another area. These are the ICE agents here. I mean, it's been Cooper. Thank you so much for the floating heart, and appreciate. So what's going on, folks? This has been over a little over 2 weeks now, and I got to tell you, for me, in my opinion, folks, in my opinion, is this is only my opinion. It's a big, huge distraction because of the fraud. Yeah, we have multiple feeds. This is bear with me, everybody. I'm going to get you up. So this is dark. This is in Minneapolis. Let me bring a feed. I'm going to try to get a feed in LA. We got about 3 different states, maybe 4. Actually, even in Las Vegas, things are getting kind of chaos. Let me go to Brandon Barlow. If you haven't subscribed to Brandon Barlow, let me get Brandon. Okay, here we go. This is in LA. This is Brandon Barlow. This is in LA. This is live in LA. We're going to switch over to LA. It was tough to see what was happening in Minneapolis. So you can see here the hot rods. You're going to see bikers. This is in Los Angeles, California. A little warmer in LA. Local time is about 7:28. And a lot of people here are taking advantage of what's happening in Minneapolis. And this is what Minneapolis wants. Now, I have 2 feeds in one here. 2 feeds in one.
West Side Car Club right here. Oh, let's see. That's the daughter right there. Let's see the caddy and the money. All right. Let's see what we got going on right here.
Yeah, I believe so, Coop. Oh, this footage over here. So for me, guys, they're taking full. They're trying to. Governor Tim Walz, the mayor, Gavin Newsom. This is in California. Are hoping that the distraction of all the fraud. By the way, I'm going to bring everybody up to date with the fraud in Somalia and Minneapolis. Now, this is California, of course. Fraud.
The Chud guy, he just takes off after the cops. We're gonna head that way and see what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fraud. I'm going to lower this a little bit and just talk and bring everybody up to date. What I heard today from an independent journalist. Actually, she was. I want everybody to really listen up. She worked for. She's a journalist. She worked for the news outlets in Minneapolis, which majority of them are liberal. And what's going on there has not been coming out recently. We know about Nick Shirley, independent journalist. This has been going on since the COVID years. And the news channels are scared to talk about it in Minnesota. Why are they scared to talk about it? Because they stand behind their government. It's embarrassing. The fraud, Somalia's, since COVID, a lot of money there for daycare and to feed and SNAP benefits and to feed children there. It made it there and never got to the American people. Never got to American people. The money actually went right in an airplane, went to Dubai to avoid taxes, and into Somalia. So fraud has been committed. And Governor Walz has admitted it, for those who are new, multiple times. He goes, I knew about the fraud. So with those words he said live on his press conference, that is guilty. It's guilty. Now, he didn't say he was involved, but he knew about it. Now, a lot of states committed fraud during the COVID years with unemployment, PUA, SBA loans, so on and so forth, right? Are you with me? But the Somalis got away with it. So for me, these agitators, organization getting paid is a way they're trying to spread it. the governor in Walls spread it to California. Another governor who's a piece of shit, Gavin Newsom, to hopefully this continues day after day, week after week, month after month. Let's sure hope not. And you know, to distract the charges and what's going on since the COVID years. So she said she retired. She got out of the news outlet because she says, you know, she was a liberal and she says, but we got to report the facts. And she got out of it and she went independent. And she says, we need to. So, you know, Nick Shirley most recently went there, had a pair of balls, and you know, but it's been going on for a very long time, folks. Very long time. War on a nation. War. These are not my words. These are Governor Tim Walz's words. We have war on a government. War on a government. So it's going to continue. Now, this is in California. They're going to take full advantage of it. I believe this is in Portland here. Going to try to go back to Minneapolis, guys. So, hello, everybody, and welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Tomorrow's a holiday, and these protesters are going to take full advantage of the situation. I'm going to go back to some coverage here in Minnesota streets. So, hold on one second, guys.
My real passion.
Just give me about 2 seconds. It's just kind of difficult to see, but this is what's happening right now. You can see lots of tear gas. I know it's kind of dark. Lots of tear gas. You can see the ICE agents, local police department. Somebody says, is it Israel? I mean, yeah, I mean, this is something that you expect from other countries. Well, you don't expect it, but you hate to see it here in Minneapolis, in California, LA, Portland.
Slowly back away and fuck right up!
Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, all right, so reports are the Pentagon and President Donald Trump has issued 1,500, more troops to Minneapolis. And if it doesn't, whoa, this is what's going on right here. And if it doesn't get better in California, he's going to send them there as well. Trump has had enough. President Trump has had enough. Wow. Did anybody expect to see it go like this? Did we expect the world to get like this? They're not going to stop until ICE is out. But ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you one thing right now. And the answer is ICE is not going nowhere. President Trump is not going anywhere. He will not get impeached. And if Trump has to literally bring in military, he will. He will, and clean this mess up. These agitators, corrupt, cold. Any other names in here? Any other names? Any other names you might have? Because you know what? I said this before if you're new. Welcome in, Mark Anthony. Hey, Mark Anthony. Good to see you, my friend. Once again, thank you for the membership. We appreciate you. Thank you. I said this before. There's a time and place for protests. You know, if you want to have a protest, peaceful protest, that's what parks are for, not streets. It's illegal. Let ICE agents go in and do their job to take these people that are illegal from Venezuela, El Salvador, Mexico, China, and other parts of the world out of here and to keep these people safe. What is so hard about that? And I said this on my previous stream. These ICE agents are Democrats, Republicans, gay, white, black, Hispanic. I've seen plenty of it. I've seen African American women, and they keep their political aside, and their job is to be safe and to keep the people safe. And I don't think these people realize it. I think they think they're all like Nazis. They think they're all Caucasian and some kind of a Nazi, and that's not right. It's not correct. They're saying it's their streets, our streets, our streets. They're saying. Also, to bring everybody up to date, if I could, Postal Service. They were rallying earlier, and this Friday, January 23rd, they want to shut down schools, small businesses, and many businesses around the metropolitan Minneapolis area so they can continue to take the one day and say enough is enough, and they say something big is going to happen. I don't know what the big is. I would assume big is taking a day off, and they're going to protest from morning to night, and they want to close down. They say that they're tax-paying people and that ICE is interfering with their business, and that they're interfering with their homes. Now, the ICE agents are not going to homes. Don't believe what you're hearing on CNN and pulling these people out of their homes. ICE agents are taking down people from Venezuela, as we've seen live 3 days ago. And Venezuela attacked them with snow shovels, broomsticks. I don't understand why people think this is okay. As somebody said about 10 minutes ago, you would think this is Iraq or it's happening in Iran. You would think that's what's happening there in other countries, not in the United States of America, in Minneapolis, and Portland, and California, and Philadelphia. Insurrection Act, yes. Yes. Donnell, absolutely. Insurrection Act. Now, Trump has mentioned that he was going to do it a couple days ago, and then he lifted it, and he said, well, we're just going to keep an eye on the situation. We'll keep an eye on the situation. However, earlier this evening or earlier this afternoon, our president, Donald Trump, said, you know what? I think I'll reconsider the Resurrection Act, and we're going to bring in the Pentagon and more troops. I think it's time, folks. What do you guys think? I think it's time for the military to step in. I think the military needs to step in and just remove these people. Say, hey, one warning. We're going to give you one warning. We'll give you 5 minutes to pack it up and go home. If not, we will arrest each and every one of you and charge you with felonies for interrupting with federal ICE agents. And these people don't give up. It's cold there in Minnesota. But they got... Leave, go home, they're saying. Yeah, somebody says they look stupid. I mean, What do they gain by this? But you know what? If you're getting paid, and they're getting paid, I would say, I said this previous, I would say probably 75, 80% of these protesters,
Come check out
these activities are getting paid.
descriptions of all of your videos with just the click of a button. Go now.
All right. Hey, shout out to News 18. Shout out to News 18 affiliate in Minneapolis. It's not their fault. They're doing the best they can to cover the ongoing agitators. Chaos. Shout out to the moderators on here tonight. Janine, Cooper, Crystal. Look at the side of the car, guys. Look at the car. Fuck ice on the car. Who's going to pay to get that out? Uh-oh. We got the guns out. Got the rifles out. Rifles are out. Here we go. Insurrection Act. Insurrection Act. April, thank you. Thank you for putting that in there. Insurrection Act now, as April, one of our viewers. Insurrection Act now, April says. Do we agree with April? I do. I agree with April. I agree. Insurrection Act. What that means is President Trump will step in and take total control of Minneapolis or any other city or state that acts like this. And by the way, we have footage right now. It's happening in Portland. I hear Portland's getting out of control. California, Philly, North Jersey. There's reports even in Las Vegas. There's reports even in Las Vegas. Insurrection Act, so Donald Trump can take full control of the streets and the states so nobody gets hurt. Now listen, folks. What if there's an emergency right now? What if you have an emergency? What if somebody in that house right there and they need emergency assistance? Somebody gets hurt. How how is the first responders going to get through this? It'll take them extra time to get through this, and your loved one, it might be too late. We need to open up these streets. We need to clean up the city and states and let ICE Patrol do their job on North 24th Avenue in Minneapolis. Welcome in, folks. Appreciate you guys. If you could just do me a big favor and hit the like, as I can continue to show these live streams night after night, shooting fireworks off. It looks like they've cleaned it up pretty good. Wow, they pretty much cleaned that up pretty quickly, huh? Wow. Good job, ICE. Good job. Still a couple over here left. Fireworks. Fireworks.
Get the fuck out of here!
Once again, viewer discretion advised. Viewer discretion advised on this live stream. Shout out to News 18, affiliate of Minneapolis. Look how slow these cars have to go to get through. Couple agitators left, but not many. So in this area, it looks like they've done a good job. ICE agents clearing this up. Local police department. What a mess, Mark Anthony. What a mess. But you know what? Not too long, Mark. Pentagon, they're going to be sending the troops in probably as early as tomorrow morning. President Trump has had enough. Republicans had enough. People in general had enough. I've spoken to Democrat friends, and they are upset what's going on. I think most human beings are very upset what's happening here. That's not the way to go.
So then when I was getting my money out,
Not the way to go.
I told her.
Marie, yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Correct. Oh! Had to get him out of the way. Get him out of the way. What are you going to do? Whoa. Here we go. It's heating up. Heating up, guys. Here we go. They're screaming now. Tear gas. That'll back them up. Tear gas. Federal. No, you don't belong here. Get off the streets. Whoa! Was that a shot? Is this the United States of America? Are we watching? These are riots, folks. This is not peaceful anymore. Never was. Got 1,223 in the chat. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Make sure you have all notifications as we're going to continue showing these lives until eventually President Trump sends troops to Minneapolis and clean this mess up. They need help. ICE agents need help. The hell? President Trump has had enough. Enough is enough. We will stop this. We will stop this. This is not the way. Well, they cleaned that up pretty quick, huh? Looks like they cleaned that up pretty rapidly. They got a lot of them off. Wow. Nuts. This is completely insane, folks. You have a governor, Tim Walz, says, hey, take your cell phones. He encourages this, right? Take your cell phone, put it in front of the federal agent's face. Put it in their face. Record, he says. He says, I quote, Tim Walz, I quote, we are at war. We are at war with government. We are at war with President Trump. We'll do everything we have to do to remove ICE. To distract the allegations, allegedly, of the fraud committed in Minneapolis. Move back. Move back. Local police department. She says a sidewalk. I think she's going to get arrested any minute. That woman's going to get arrested. Sounds like a woman. Viewer discretion advised. Yeah, she's going to get arrested any moment.
Thank you. Sit back, please.
Did you make sure that they were operating legally? Did they have a warrant to do this? Or are you just assisting? Just fucking help.
You don't need a warrant. What warrant?
Stay back, thank you.
Trump has had enough, folks. President Trump will take full control of these blue Democrat, if you want to call them Democrat. I don't know what you call this group anymore. Full control, President Trump. Full control.
Where's Brian?
Rioters. Riots. That's what's happening in Minnesota. That's what's happening in LA. That's what's happening in Portland, New York, Philly. It's spreading. It's spreading. Well, everybody. Now, if you haven't heard, October 23rd, Friday, the United Postal Workers who get paid by government, they get paid by government, right? They want to make it a day off work and to go riot for the whole day, morning to night. And they want it to be in every state. Close down banks, close down small business, and take off work. But these people aren't taking off work because they're paid protesters. Majority of these people that we seen a little while ago, there's not many left, are paid agitators. Paid agitators and paid protesters. More fireworks. So these are ICE agents, of course, you guys driving around like that Ford pickup or that pickup. Yeah, so every time they drive around 24th Street, North 24th Street, they're calling F-ICE. Huh? Protesters? They just cleaned up a lot of them. They just cleaned up a lot of them.
BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
I think our feed just froze. Oh, I think I got it back. Looks like I got it back. Shout out to local 18 affiliate 18 news outlet in Minneapolis. They're on North and 24th Avenue. Pretty much going around. The ICE agents continue to go around. And that's why you're hearing F-ICE, F-ICE, Nazis, etc. Of course, y'all know if you can see the back of his hat. No kings. No kings. Referring to President Trump. Impeach Minnesota. That's a good one. Impeach Minnesota. Here they come back. There's a few of them coming back, it looks like. Hey, once again, welcome in everybody. I'm Sal, and it looks like President Trump has had enough. He's issued the Pentagon to have 1,500 troops or more to be in Minneapolis as early as tomorrow morning. As early as tomorrow morning, as these riots are continuing in Minneapolis, California, New York, Philly, Chicago. And they want October 23rd, Friday, to be an open day. Look what they did to that car, Maribel. Look what they did to that car.
What car?
Federal agent car.
Wow. They should put it in jail.
Look at that car. Lock them up. Bring in the troops. Bring in the military. Enough is enough. President Trump has had enough. We have a leader who's ready to take action in Minneapolis or anywhere else. Enough is enough. We have had enough. Enough is enough, right?
Where am I supposed to go? Shit! Where the fuck am I supposed to go? You surrounded me and...
Go home. That's where you're supposed to go. Get out of here. They got him. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was the agent.
There's 6 of you! I'm knocking up! Back up!
If you find a pack, if you pack,
Hello?
This is Evil with Big Bank. You didn't pay your debts and you owe us money.
Sorry, I'm struggling. I want to pay, but I can't.
fuck eyes! Fuck eyes! Respect separation ordinance! Who do you protect? ICE! You don't protect the people! You protect ICE! ICE collaborators right here! Nothing but ICE collaborators right here! Shame on you! That's why the people hate you! That's why you're hated by the people! Because you're irresponsible to humanity! The people hate you! Because you're irresponsible to humanity! Shame on you! ICE collaborators! Respect the separation ordinance! Respect the separation ordinance! ICE collaborators! Nothing but ICE collaborators! Shame on you! Shame on you! That's why the people hate you! That's why the people hate you!
Absolutely. God bless Donald Trump. You know, he
You protect ICE!
We are dealing with a president who's not going to put up with this much longer, folks. If you're just coming in, President Trump has issued the Pentagon to bring in 1,500 troops or more into Minneapolis, California.
KKK, ICD, they're all the same. MPD, KKK.
Chaos, chaos, chaos from morning to night. Agitators, paid protesters who think that ICE are Nazis. These people think they're above the law. I would think, guys, within the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to see this all wrapped up. I would be very surprised if it's not. I also believe that Governor Tim Walz will be impeached. I don't think he has another week in him. I think the people there are just, the Democrats and Republicans are tired of it. They know he allegedly was involved, knew about it. Either he knew about it or was involved. Either way, he needs to go. He was a man who was going to be vice president. He could have been vice president of the United States if Kamala would have won. This is really, really crazy on how not one Democrat, official, senator, governor, legislator, Chuck Schumer, any of them have said enough is enough. We don't support Trump on different issues, but we do support ICE agents and protecting our beautiful country. Not one of them have called loved ones and families have lost loved ones from the migrants that came in the United States and raped and murdered, let out of mental institution. It took, and you know, not one of them called the family and say, hello, we were very sorry what happened. Not one Democrat leader. That is a shame. That's what America had come to. Not one. No Gavin Newsom. No Tim Walz. None of them. And unfortunately, when you have these majority of these governors and senators on this party, on the left, who encourage these riots. I don't call them protests. These are riots. These people will continue their action and agitate.
Y'all got kids? Y'all got kids too? You're fucking doing this to your fucking kids. They killed somebody again? They probably did.
Hey, take it easy, Payload. You're by yourself over here. Fucking bitch. Go back over here. Tell all of them to back the fuck up, too. Go back over here. Hey, you're safety and all. Go back over here. You better be gone. Hey, man, if you're gonna take at least do step for us, you fucking Nazi.
Most of these people don't even know what Nazi is.
Where's your humanity at, bro? That paycheck with your humanity? That's your whole family the same to you.
These ICE agents want to go home with their families. They want to lay their head on their bed, have dinner with their kids. Some are Democrats, some are Republicans. They put their political view aside to keep our country safe. They sign up to do this.
You'll never be a white woman. You'll never be a white woman. What a black man! A black man!
Crazy, folks. Crazy. Crazy what's going on. This is over 2 weeks now. And it's just going on different states now. Do you think that Tim Walz would come out and have a statement and say, hey, we had enough. Go home. Of course not. Of course not, because it's a distraction on the fraud that's been going on for many, many years, folks. Matter of fact, I said before, and welcome in everybody, welcome all, that the fraud has not started last week or last month or even COVID. The fraud has been committed the last 20 years in Minneapolis, but most recently, the 2019-2020 COVID years, as aid went to children. It was supposed to go to children, but these these child care centers, they would open up and commit fraud. There was nobody there but their own kids. But most recently, Nick Shirley, independent journalist, YouTuber, he went out and exposed it because the local news outlets in Minneapolis, most of them are liberal, and the ones that wanted to report it, the producers said, well, we better not. We better not. We better not expose it. Because it's run by, I was going to say a Democrat governor, but it's a person that was taking donations, allegedly, there and just turning his back, on what was happening there. But this has been going on, folks, in Minneapolis, but it's controlled by, a lot of liberals, and they did not want their city and state to be exposed on national news. And it took somebody like Nick Shirley, to bring it all out to everybody's attention. Now everybody's talking about it. Now you got everybody talking about it, which I'm glad. I'm real glad. Things happen for a reason. Because I believe if Nick Shirley, that YouTuber, did not go there and expose it in Minneapolis, this would continue. And that's our tax-paying money, folks. Even if you don't live in Minneapolis, it's a federal. So everybody who's paying tax money, and now it's not just happening in Minneapolis, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this happened in California even bigger. Homeless, there's money, and I bring up the homeless because we help out the homeless here in Las Vegas. It's happening in probably majority of these blue states, and money that should go to homeless and SNAP benefits for struggling Americans who need it for a while, women who are going through a divorce, who have kids who need it, people who have long-term illness who needs Medicaid. Sure, some are getting it, but they have to fill out and go through the right proper procedure, and some of them, they don't get it, or it takes a long time. Not the Somalian community, not the Mexican people who come here illegal. They get it instantly. All they do is sign a form, and they get welfare benefits and child care assistance and food assistance. And it's not right, folks. We live in America. We need to help out Medicaid and SNAP benefits and those programs out there, electric, heating systems. They're meant for people that are struggling at certain times in their life. And it took somebody, because these news outlets don't care. They don't care. They're scared. Their producers, their local news outlets are so scared to talk about it. I will even go as far as this, folks. I would go as far as this. They probably get threatened. Let's just say, for an example, a local news outlet wants to talk about the fraud. And they say, hey, we better talk about this. It's something that I'm concerned of. Guess what? They'll probably say, you better not. That is the law. That's the government we have now on the left. It's not a Democrat Party anymore. I've said this before. If you're new, I believe when Bill Clinton was president, it ended with him. Okay, and I think I say now, I'm going to say it again, Barack Obama started this mess, and it's leading to this. But thank God we have President Trump and J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and the rest of them. Look at this guy. What's he gaining by spitting like that, huh? What a Scotziad in the tank. There you go. Get him. Now he's going to cry. Now he's going to cry. Arrest him. Arrest him. Hey, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you all for your support. Hopefully tomorrow morning, Monday morning, Martin Luther King's birthday, Donald Trump will issue thousands of troops into Minneapolis, and this will end. Because I've had enough. I've had enough. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody who's sending the floating hearts. Help sponsoring today's live podcast. We appreciate it so very much. Insurrection Act now. Irvin. Absolutely, Irvin. It needs to be done. I have to say, Irvin, I'm a little confused and disappointed because President Trump mentioned it, but on Friday he says, well, I'll keep an eye on things, but we're going to lift it. But I heard this afternoon Trump is very well thinking about putting the Insurrection Act to any of these states that disobey federal streets and federal agents and the police department. And I said this before, in case you're new coming in, these agents are Democrats, Republicans, black, white, Hispanic, women, gay, but they're there to do their job. And by the way, I'm going to call out the chief of police. I'm going to call that piece of shit out. I've said this many, many times on here, like a broken record. He should take that badge, put it in a desk, and retire. Because he's a Democrat who should put his political view aside and say, hey, we need to step in and help our federal agents and keep our streets, our neighborhoods, our cities safer. We don't have to agree on President Trump, but we better respect the government and President Trump and our fellow ICE agents. We better respect them. If you want to do anything about it, then go vote. Go out, get off your lazy, cheap ass. Stop collecting funds. I like to find out who's behind these organizations and go out and vote and come up with a solution that'll work better. But I don't know what could be better than closing down our nation, or closing our borders. Bear with me, guys. It's been a long day. Closing our borders and keeping our borders closed because you know why, folks? President Trump won the election on what? Majority of the Democrats voted for Donald Trump because they believe in keeping our borders safe.
It's all students, college kids, very much.
And once again, viewer discretion advised. Horrible language from these people, huh?
It's kids.
Not all of them are kids. We've seen a couple older people.
Yeah,
I would say majority of them are probably around
those the professors.
16 years old to maybe 35. But there's a few people older.
More eyes.
More ice. More ice. Once again, thank you all for being here. Unfortunately, the circumstances, but you know, I have to say, the last hour or two, we've been on for an hour. It seems like they've cleared a lot of these agitators, chaos away. Different views in different parts of the town. A lot of it, the area where Renee Good was shot and lost her life. And I said this, if you're new to the channel, may she rest in peace. I will say this. She made a very terrible decision at a young age. Left 3 beautiful children behind. I think she had a mother and a father. And I'm going to say this for the new viewers. For those who are new, we appreciate you being here. I'm going to say this. The lesbian wife, if she really cared about Renee Good, when that ICE agent was around the car, which they shouldn't have been there, the car was a weapon, she would have took her wife and said, hey, whatever she calls her, hey, hon, whatever, Renee, how about you come out of the car? We better get you out of this vehicle, cooperate with the ICE agents, get in custody. She probably would have got even if she got a felony, she would have been alive. But you know what? My point is this, folks. She's crying now and grieving now. But you know what? She probably would have been alive if she had a better wife who cared about her. But instead she did the exact opposite. And the exact opposite was she was a cheerleader. She kept on rallying and tell the ICE agents to go have lunch and other names. I forget the exact names, and calling them all these terrible names, and let her wife drive away. We seen it, right? Accelerate in the snow. And ICE agent gave multiple warnings. Get out of your vehicle. Get out of your vehicle. Please get out of your vehicle. Now. She accelerated. They shot. And she lost her life on a very bad decision. You can't get your life back. And these agitators are out here. President Trump has had enough. Insurrection Act should be implemented. Bringing more troops in and clean this mess up. This is not America. You want to protest, you protest for a day or two on a weekend in a park, voice your opinion, call your local representatives up, whether you vote them in, whether they're Republican or Democrat, and you tell them how to feel. Call them up. Voice your opinion, but there's no leadership anymore. You have a leadership that's telling these people to go out and agitate, to take your cell phone out, put it in the ICE agent's face and police department, and continue doing it. Tim Walz, we watched it the other night. You know what he said? He said, we are at war with the government. Do what you can do. We all stand together, he says. I quote, Governor Tim Walz, we all stand together. We will not tolerate this from ICE agents, federal ICE agents, or President Donald Trump. So he's basically telling these people, it's okay. I'm your governor. I'm your governor. It's fine. And these police department that you see standing next to Governor Tim Walz and the mayor, Fry, I think it's Fry, the mayor Fry, the guy with the funny hair that hangs in front of his forehead. He has these Democrat police officers standing beside him. So when you see that, what do? You're going to get paid by these organizations, and the people who are not getting paid, they're going to go out there and say, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's fine. You do not see this in the red states. You do not see it. I'm not saying every governor in the red states are perfect, right? They're not perfect. I even disagree with a few of them. Even our governor here, who's Republican. But you don't see them come out and encourage this. Not at all. In fact, in Florida, I believe yesterday in Florida, Governor Santos said they arrested somebody. You heard what he said? Lock them up. We stand behind ICE. That's what a governor does. In Florida, amazing what they did to some of these vehicles, man. They destroyed. A protest is not destroying a vehicle. Destroyed some of these ICE agents' cars. Breaking windows, smashing, graffiti on the cars.
What kind of zombies these people?
They do look like zombies.
Zombies like
They
come
do.
like a movie.
You're right. You're right. All right, guys. So I looks like that we're gonna did I get it back? Oh, I might have got it back. I don't know how much longer we're gonna able to see this feed. But once again, thank yous all for being here. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And if you're living in this area, please, before you do these activities, think first. Think before you act out in this stuff. Because you'll be dealt with it. You'll be arrested. And it will change your life. So think twice before you go out and do this. Paul, thank you very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate the donations coming in. Thank you so very much. We'll continue a few more minutes. I'll read some comments. Yeah, isn't that terrible? God bless you, Paul. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a long time loyal subscriber. Thank you all memberships. Once again, thank you moderators for being here. Janine, Crystal, Mike, Cooper. Thank you moderators. Once again, Trump has had enough with this, and I believe I'd be very surprised, but by Wednesday, if not sooner, hopefully sooner, this will all be cleaned up.
Those people bad.
How much you think, I asked this on our previous stream this morning. I'd like to hear from you guys. How much you think these agitators are getting a day? What do you think? How much you think they're getting paid? And the second question, who's organizing this? Who is behind this? And we know that Tim Walz supports this and Mayor Fry, but who is running the show? $200, Jack? $200 a day? Are they getting 200? Are they getting 0? Are they getting 100? Are they getting more? Are they getting more than $200 a day? And my next question, who's behind this? Who is organizing this chaos? Who is the leader? Who is the person? Who are the people behind this? Why aren't we figuring it out?
I know.
Barack Obama. Somebody says Trump is. 500, 250 a day.
A lot of Spanish.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God.
$80,000. Sounds about right. Sandra, sounds about right, Sandra.
Good. Fire department. Who water?
Turn the light on there, Will.
Like a lamp?
Yeah.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time.
All right, guys. Gonna wrap things up here. Real quick though, before we go, I just want to see, we had another feed. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. If you are here for the first time, I appreciate it. My name is Sal. This is getting to be unbelievable what's happening in Minneapolis, and now in Portland, in California, LA, New York, Chicago. And Trump has made it clear. A lot of these are saying he should go ahead and implement the Insurrection Act. He did discuss it, but now on Friday he says, well, we're gonna just keep an eye on it. However, this afternoon he's looking, and all eyes are on Minneapolis, and he's saying, hey, it's not getting any better. We need to protect our federal ICE agents, so we're going to bring in the National Guards. We're going to bring in the troops, over 1,500 troops, maybe more. And tomorrow is a holiday, so these people, of course, are going to be out a little later. And I was asking how much you guys think they get. All right, so this is...
They're talking about Jake Lane.
I was going to show you California, but looks like they kind of wrap things up there. What we got here? Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. I might have another... Hold on one second. I might have another feed out of Portland. Let's see. I want to see if this is live in Portland. Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, hold on. This is back. This is another feed out of Minneapolis, another area. Get to know later. Is this Minneapolis? Yeah. So this is back to Minneapolis. We're back into Minneapolis here. Yeah, this is... Looks like that's another agent. Looks like there's some barricades up. That's something new. That's something new. I haven't heard that yet. Federal property. I like it. Finally. Finally. Here we go. This is federal property. I like the announcement. Back and forth we go. We're marching in. You can hear him say, leave us alone, leave us alone. Leave them alone. Aren't they the ones that are interfering with federal property? Leave us alone. You heard her say, leave us alone. You hear him say, leave us alone. Leave us alone.
Local matters. Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm.
Grab your cameras, you hear him? Grab your cameras. Party's over. She says she's a student. Why is she home studying? She's a student. Did you hear that? I'm a student. Go home and study. Get some history. Teach more history. Learn more history. The Trump supporters show up today. Whiskey Tango. Thank you for the floating heart. Appreciate you. Thank you. Once again, guys, President Trump has announced earlier this afternoon he's bringing in the troops. The troops are coming in. We got to clean this mess up. Make this look like a state and a city. Minneapolis has lost control. Government officials, the governor, the mayor, Fry, have lost contact with the American people. These agitators, National Guards will be stepping in and taking they're calling out the federal agent, Shane.
you guys know who he is? He stood up for Native Americans during the Civil War against the federal government. The government doesn't want him.
Now, bring in the National Guards, folks. Bring in the National Guards. Law and order. Send these people to Venezuela. Send them over to their prisons.
Move back. Move back. Let's go. Let's go. Move back. Keep moving back. Keep moving back. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Party's over, folks.
Shit. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? You surrounded me and where's my mic? Back. All the way back.
I see some of you guys are writing, what do I stand for? What I stand for is common sense, okay? What I stand for is common sense, and I've spoken to people who don't particularly agree on Donald Trump. I talked to Democrats. I've spoken to people who voted for Trump. This is not common sense. This is not America, right? For those people made their mind up, as soon as the shooting took place, people made their mind up within the 5-10 minutes on what they seen. What CNN, people watch CNN. People watch what CNN shows is you hear the headline: federal agent murdered a woman. Right? This was not a woman, or this was a human being. May she rest in peace. Who made a bad decision? Who went on federal property? Who gave multiple chances to remove from the car? Right? And the wife did not do anything to help. In fact, she went totally opposite and was pretty much cheerleading and agitating, being an agitator. And that her wife would have been alive. So I stand for common sense. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. This does not help anything. It will escalate. If you don't agree on federal agents and you don't understand it, call your local representatives, whether you vote them in or not, and tell them how you feel, and have a peaceful protest at a park for a day or two, not night after night for 2 weeks now. And for me, it's a distraction. Tim Walz has pretty much implemented this, telling the agitators to go ahead and do this. This is not what you stand for. This is not about Republican versus Democrat. This is about people on federal property, federal ICE agents taking these people that are here in Minneapolis, Somalian community, Venezuela, in particular, Venezuela, who just got arrested, 3 of them, that don't belong here, that our previous administration committee let these people in. And Trump is acting like a leader. And he got the majority of the people vote. He won on a landslide. The economy at the time was in the toilet. The nation was hanging by a thread. There were so many people coming here and murdering and escaping from, like President Trump said, mental institutions. So you have to implement this. And these federal ICE agents, are men and women who just want to go home to their families. They don't want to be out here and shooting anybody. So now it comes to a point where President Trump will bring in the National Guards, and it's the only way, as they're making many arrests here tonight, and remove these people. And once again, before we end this stream, you never hear a Democrat come out and say, you know what? I don't support Trump on A. I don't support Trump on B. I don't support Trump on tariffs. I don't support Trump on many issues. But we are in America, and we should support our law enforcement and our federal ICE agents. That's what they should be saying. That's what the Democrat Party should be saying. If they have any chance to win on midterms, that's what they should be saying. They should be sounding like an American. And not one of them, not one. No Bernie Sanders, no Chuck Schumer, no Pete Buttigieg, no Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, no former President Barack Obama. In my opinion, he started a lot of this, and he's still the worst president ever. Okay? He started this. Not one of them would come out and say, we're not going to deal with it. You know, we're going to support President Trump, and we're going to obey law and order. And if you don't, you will be arrested. But you know, guys, before we sign off, one more time, this is a total distraction on the fraud that's been committed in Minneapolis, fraud that's committed in California, Las Vegas, New York, many, many other states that have been going on for a long time. 10 years, 20 years, most recently COVID years. And it finally took an independent journalist, which I believe CNN, CNBC, and I'm going to include Fox. They're on thin ice. I would say the next 5 years, a lot of them won't be in service. It takes us, the people, to stand up and investigate the fraud. Now, you think about money that was for COVID relief and money that goes into the state and federal for government assistance that people really need, and you don't get much. And when you do get it, it takes forms after forms after forms, tax returns. But the Somalians, do they turn in their tax reforms? No, they don't. No, they don't. They're paying their employees, and their employees are their brothers that they're married to. They're paying them in cash. And that cash, and they're piggybacking, and they're double down because they're getting welfare. So that money is being sent to Dubai. And that's what's happening, folks. All right, I'm going to sign off, guys. Once again, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the donations and members. Thank you for all the moderators. Once again, I'm Sal. It's been a long day, and I'm pretty confident. I would say I'd be very surprised if we see this continue by Wednesday, as President Trump, one of the greatest presidents ever. He'll be the best president if he just does all of us one favor. I want to see handcuffs behind Tim Walz and that mayor for making those, just to come out and encouraging these protesters. For me, that's a crime itself. And as far as Governor Tim Walz goes, for conversation purpose, if he wasn't collecting any donations, he still should be impeached. He should be 100% impeached because he came out publicly and said these exact words. I knew about the fraud that's going on. I assure you I wasn't in on it. He's actually come out and said, I was aware of the fraud. For me, you're guilty. You're stupid, or either way, you got to go. He should go. And Gavin Newsom will be next, because that's the state they're going to go to next once they get total control of these riots, because this is not a protest. These are riots. And you see some of these people, these paid agitators. It's just horrible what we're seeing. It's horrible, the headlines that we see on CNN and CNBC. You know, it just really upsets me as an American to see headlines, ICE agent murdered, right? No. If she was sitting at Starbucks or a supermarket minding her business and that happened, that's murder. This was somebody who broke the law. She was on federal streets. She was given multiple times to be removed from her vehicle, and his ICE agent was protecting himself, his fellow ICE agents, and I'll go a little farther. He was protecting the citizens and the other protesters for this weapon and his vehicle to lose control and perhaps take many people who would have been unalive as well. But anyhow, that's where we're at. This is just a distraction on Governor Tim Walz, and he really enjoys this. You know where he's at tonight? He's in his warm bed. He had a good dinner, and he's smiling right now. He doesn't care about these protesters. He doesn't care, certainly don't care about the ICE agents, certainly hates the leadership we have now. He was hoping, and Kamala Harris knew this, she was hoping that they would have won the election. Tim Walz would have been the vice president, and imagine this. Imagine, God, it's so big. He would have been possibly running for the president of the United States in 28. Think about that. Think about that tonight before you lay your head on a pillow. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. Make sure you have all notifications on. I will continue. Certainly keep you updated. Also, Iran. We're getting closer and closer on military, getting closer to Iran because I'm hearing now that there are protests. Speaking of protests, they have started more of their protesters and killing, murdering innocent people. And Iranians are begging President Trump to step in, take out the regime, and help out Iran. So we'll be talking about that a little bit more in the upcoming days of next week. Thank you all. God bless. I will see you on the next live stream. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Be safe. I'm out. Thank you.
Off to be able to see it.